channel. I am your favorite girl, A.MaRee, and welcome to Pat and Chat Out the Pat. You guys, this is a new series that I'm going to be welcoming into 2020, and I had to start the series off with somewhat of a banger. Pat and Chat is going to be about me doing my makeup while chatting about certain topics that you guys want to talk about, trending topics, celebrities, YouTubers, and all. So if you guys think you're going to be interested in Pat and Chat series here on my channel, make sure to subscribe and click on all post notifications, and make sure to always come back on Sundays. It may not be a every Sunday Pat and Chat, but it will be a Pat and Chat on Sunday. My sister and me were talking about new content to bring to my channel, and she came up with the series Pat and Chat. So hopefully it's something y'all will be interested in, and hopefully I can make it a every Sunday thing, because it doesn't only have to be about YouTubers. It doesn't only have to be about celebrities. It doesn't have to be about the trending topics. It could be about me and my life, or give me topics to talk about, or scenarios, or anonymous, things that are going on in your life. You can always email me and I can make it a Pat and Chat for Sundays. I'm looking forward to it being something that's going to turn into something really, really, really small, and turn into a big snowball of something that I and my sister created. So this first Pat and Chat is gonna be about, as you've seen in the title and the thumbnail, we're gonna talk about the Keesha Anderson documentary. I have my notes. I had my alarm set. I had shared her story on my story on Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram or Snapchat, I would have it right there, because you guys, if there's something that's big that's going on, I do share it. You guys know I love me some Keesha Anderson. If you guys did not see that one video that I did post about the Keesha Anderson drama, go ahead and check it out. I will leave it up here in the little eye. Thank y'all for so much love and hate that I got on that video. Thank y'all so much. And that wasn't a Pat and Chat, but that was like the development part of Pat and Chat. That's something how me and my sister became to think about Pat and Chat, because there's been so many drama videos about Keesha Anderson, and I'm a key. I am a loyal key, and I felt like I needed to speak up on it, because it kept popping up. It kept popping up, different videos and drama. It kept popping up, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to speak about it, because I just can't keep it to myself. And I wanted to see what everybody else thought about it. And like I said, thank y'all so much for the love and the hate I got from it. You guys know I have a very tough skin. Maybe you don't know it. If you're not following me, if you haven't been rocking with me, make sure to subscribe right now, because you're gonna learn that I have very tough skin. Nothing makes me mad. Nothing really makes me, I don't feel no type of way. I love to have debatable conversations without everybody getting into their feelings and stuff. Like, I love to have those type of topics to be talked about, and I like to learn and hear what other people have to say, whether it's the good, the bad, ugly, or the pretty. Me personally, I think I probably should have been a lawyer or something in my mind, because I can argue with somebody. I can argue all day long with somebody and still walk away not feeling any kind of way. Like, not unless it's like a real situation going on and I need to get off my chest what I need to get off. Like, that's the type of person I am. I love to have many different type of conversations and topics going on. Oh y'all, this documentary was like, I couldn't wait for it to happen, and I was tuned in. You hear me? So if y'all want to hear my thoughts and my feelings on Keesha Anderson's documentary part 1, then grab you a snack, grab you a friend, girl, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and let's jump right into it, okay? So like I told y'all, I do have my notes because my wife was laughing at me because I was so serious. I knew I wanted to do like a reaction type of video to this, but I needed to have my notes and my topics to talk about. So we're gonna start off with the trailer. You guys, when she premiered the trailer of this documentary, I was like, now what? Girl, what? I was super excited, and I'm not gonna lie, I had so many different assumptions from what this documentary was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie, I thought like, okay, she's gonna play this off as to having a perfect life, and she's never, you know, innocent. I mean, she's never, you know, like devilish or a mean person, or she's gonna make everything seem so glitz and glamour in her life. I'm not gonna lie, I had those thoughts. The thought when she was crying, talking about her kids, I didn't know what it was about. I assumed somebody got taken away. I mean, like, it had me all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying, I was mad, I was like, she's about to make up some stuff. I mean, I had all kind of thoughts, but all in all, the most feeling I had was excitement, because I was like, whether it's gonna be a lie or the truth or in between, you know, like my brother always said, you know, when people lie, it's considered putting a little fat on it. So I didn't know if it was gonna be, you know, a little fatty, or was this an actual chance for us to get to know her a little bit better, get to learn about her life a little bit better. Everybody has a story, and I really truly hope that that documentary, part 1, part 2, and part 3, because it's gonna be 3 parts, that's what I was, you know, told from her videos and from her vlogs and stuff. I think it's a 3-part documentary, and I truly hope that every last one of these documentaries hit over 1 million views, because it was a movie. It was a movie, and it was almost like a Lifetime movie in my mind. I was so glued in and stuck, and like, I rewinded a few times, I watched it a few times, like, girl, I was into it, okay? And if y'all haven't seen it, make sure to go and watch it. Even if you hate Keesha, even if it's something in your soul that hates Keesha Anderson, still go watch it, because it may change something in you about her. I'm just saying, y'all know I'm a key. I'm not gonna be just all go team Keesha. I'm really gonna give y'all my thoughts on this documentary, part 1. So like I said, the trailer had me like, girl, what? And I'm not gonna lie, when I showed my sister the trailer, when I showed my wife the trailer, they were glued in like, who is this? What happened? What's going on? And then when the trailer was over, they got so mad at me, because they was like, girl, I thought we was actually watching something. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh, because I really felt the same way when I first seen the trailer. The only difference is that I knew it was a trailer. They didn't. And it was funny because the way Jakeem and them put that, I think I'm saying his name right, the way Jakeem and them put that trailer together, it was like, girl, this movie coming out November 7th, like, oh, I gotta go to the movies and watch this. Like, it was that good. So let's just start off with the way the video started. Okay, not gonna lie, when the makeup artist was doing her makeup, and the question that they asked her was, what would you say to everybody, I think? But the voices, all the hate comments that was being said in it while she was getting her makeup done, the hate comments that she was getting, which I know she really does get hate comments. For her to give that, I'm human too, I was just like, girl, this about to be good. Like, I swear to you not, I was like, this about to be good. Because to start off the video with the hate words and comments was like, that is her life, and she's human too. Why can't nobody understand that she is human too? And to hear the hate comments was like, it was horrible. And I instantly, you know, because I'm a key, I instantly was like, these people, you know, these trolls, these birds, it's just, I don't like negative comments. My mom has always taught me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I'm not that person that just hands out negative. So moving on, her dad did make his appearance, and even in the trailer, I was like, I'm surprised. I am surprised he even came on camera. Now, I know that this documentary had a lot of people in it, or is supposed to have a lot of people in it, and it plays many parts, but her dad is not the one for the camera. And I was like, for the dad to be on camera, like he got on camera and actually talked. Normally when you see him on her vlogs and stuff, he really don't like the camera being in his face. So I was applauding him for actually stepping up and doing that. As y'all know, I love her family. I love her dad. I think her dad is the sweetest guy. And I love the fact that he calls her bright eyes, because that's something I call my youngest. When he would first wake up in the morning, I would like, look at them pretty brown eyes. Look at that bright eye. Like, I loved that nickname he gave Keesha, because bright eyes just, it was sentimental to me. So anyways, her family, they seem like a close-knitted family, and I know every family has their own drama. She does have a sister and a brother, and it's only the three of them, but they seem like a close-knitted family. I know the mom and dad are no longer together, but they still have a good relationship, and you see that throughout the vlogs. If you've been watching Keesha for a while, you see that the mom and dad still have a good relationship, because they still have kids together, and they don't, it doesn't never seem to have drama with them. And from me looking from the outside in, it seems like the stepdad is pretty cool with the dad as well. So I like that their family is close knit, just like my mom and my family. We don't have a stepdad or a father. You guys, our father passed away when we were younger. Well, I was about 7 when our father passed away, and my mom did get remarried, and my stepfather passed away this year. But the way my mom is with her kids and her grandkids is really close knitted, like really close knitted. And I like that Keesha and her family seem to be that way as well. Her and her sister look like they have a great bond. Off top, her and her mom look like they have a great bond. Her and her dad look like they have a great bond. Everybody, you really don't see the brother too much. So I was excited to see the brother even speaking, because even in the vlogs and stuff, he doesn't do a lot of speaking either. He almost seems like the dad to me. He doesn't really like to be on camera, but I was proud of them for coming on to the documentary and speaking their half. You know what I'm saying? So I like that their family, you know, is really close. I know siblings have issues. I know that. We haven't seen that yet. I'm only speaking of documentary part 1. The sister spoke highly of her. The brother spoke highly of her. The mom, the dad, they spoke highly of her. And I like the way the documentary started. It just was them enjoying each other. And Jahim, I really can't remember how to say his name, but he captured some good moments in that documentary of them and the family interacting together. He did really good at capturing those things. So let's move on to The Secret. Y'all, in the trailer, like I told y'all, I didn't know what she was crying for. I assumed somebody got taken up out of somebody's home and she didn't want it to happen to her kids. That's what I assumed. In the documentary, when she was talking about The Secret, when she first started talking about it, I automatically knew what happened. And that's just, I guess, the way my mind works. And I was kind of hoping that my mind was like,
girl, you messed up in the brain. Don't always go to that as the first thought.
I really wanted me to be thinking that way, but The Secret was The Secret. Her childhood best friend, Khadijah, I think is the name. Khadijah seems like a genuine friend. And if you guys don't watch Keesha like that, y'all would be the first ones to say,
Girl, she found these people and made it seem like that's her friend and this and then woo woo woo.
But if you go back some vlogs back in the day from college days and all that stuff, she has mentioned Khadijah before. And I remembered that name. Do I remember her face? No. I don't remember her face, but I remember that name. Unless she has another friend named Khadijah, I remembered that name come up before. So the best friend Khadijah seems to be a genuine friend, like for real, a genuine friend. And you could tell in her voice and the way she was speaking, she really loves Keesha. She really loves her. So when they were going back and forth on saying, on playing what Khadijah was saying versus what Keesha was saying, and I think her brother name is Rodney or Ronnie, when he was talking the way he was talking, y'all, I got so damn emotional. Y'all, I got so emotional because Keesha Anderson was 11, going on 12 when this secret happened, and it was like, damn, like, why does that seem like everybody's story? To say it's 2019 and that is common, why is that everybody's story? Like, why everybody? It seemed like most of the black communities and black people dealt with that type of stuff, and it is disgusting and sickening. I applaud Keesha for telling her story. She didn't get deep into it, but I applaud her for telling it because that's something I did not know. I did not know that. Never did I assume that. Never have I got that vibe from her or nothing. I don't like pedophiles. I don't like molesters. I don't like rapists. I cannot stand by any of it. If you feel the same way I feel, go ahead and give this video a like right now because I just cannot. They make my stomach hurt. They make my ass hurt. They irritate my soul. Like that type of stuff, especially in kids. Oh, that gives me, I mean, fire, devil flames from my soul to my flesh. Like, you see it. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't. The people that are those type of people, I think you need to be molested. I think you need to be raped. I think you need to be pedophile. I think something needs to happen to you in that form that you put on to others. If that's the type of hurt you want to give off, that's the type of hurt you need to receive. Now, I can't understand, and I know it's gonna be some talk in the comments. Please keep it respectful. We can have any type of comments we can have any type of conversations you want. Just keep it respectful, giving you a fair warning. My opinion, my beliefs, I cannot understand if somebody is a rapist because they've been raped. I can't. I can't understand you want to molest people because you've been molested. I can't. That does not make it okay. You should have got the help you needed throughout your whole life at that point if that's what happened. And I can't understand that that's just a turn on to you. I don't like the fact that she was molested. I don't like that. That burned my soul. That burned my soul, y'all. It really bothered me. I don't like that type of stuff. It don't sit well with me. So when her best friend was talking about it and stuff, like, you could tell that she didn't know and she didn't understand because of the age they were at. But like she said, when she caught on to it and when she actually understood what was going on, it messed her up. And it would have messed me up too. I want to say fun fact, but not a fun fact, but something like that happened to me and another individual when we were growing up. It was around the same age-ish to where that person was telling me, but I didn't understand it because I didn't know nothing about that type of stuff. And I was a virgin and I was, innocent and stuff. So when it was told to me, I didn't understand it. But when I did understand it, I did not hesitate to tell. And that person was scared. That person was so scared, and I could just imagine at that moment Keesha Anderson and her best friend, because I somewhat lived that same scenario, and that person was scared AF. But I ran and told it, period. And I told the adults, and it was taken care of, like, seriously. So I think that's why my mind just can't understand that type of stuff. Like, I can't understand it. Kids are precious. Kids, I love all kids. I would have thousands of them if I was able to, but people messing with kids, that's just off. Even though Keesha never said, and that was one of my questions, question mark, question mark, question mark. Even though she never said who it was, whether it was a woman or a guy, she never went into detail like that. My question instantly went to, how was the situation taken care of? Is that person now in jail? Did somebody, you know, harm that person? Because in my mind, of course, if you're an adult and that happened to your child, you would want to harm that person, period. I don't care nothing about the police and the justice system and all this. You're going to want to hurt that person. So that was one of my questions. Like, you never said if it was a girl or boy, which it really didn't matter. Both is disgusting when you're trying to molest a kid. But whatever happened to that person? I know you said it was a close person to the family. My bad, y'all, my pillow is sliding off my chair. But you never said if it was you said it was a person close to the family and everybody was shocked by it. You never said that they didn't believe you, so I know your family believed you, but you said everybody was shocked at who the person was, but it was never told on whatever happened to that person. It doesn't matter if it was a woman or a guy, but what happened to that person? Did that person go to jail? Did y'all file charges? Did somebody harm him? I mean, like, whatever happened to that person is my question. That I'm just me being the nosy person I am, I want to know what happened to that person. So the brother touched my heart when he was talking about the secret, and he said that it messed him up because at the time that that happened, or at the time that she made it known, he was about to be a father. And he never said if he was having a girl or a boy at that time, which once again, it doesn't matter if he was having a girl or a boy, but it touched him in a whole different way. Not only is that his sister, not only is at this time he's about to be a father himself, but all this going on in that situation messed him up. And once again, I could completely understand. So the brother touched my heart when he spoke upon the situation. Keesha said that it happened around 11 going on 12, or she was 12-ish or whatever. She never disclosed how old was she when she told the secret, when she finally released, and who she told, or, you know, how that situation even came about. Like, I know her best friend said that she held on to it for so long and, you know, decided to, you know, keep it to herself because Keesha wanted to protect others and all that type of stuff. Now, she did say whoever this person was, they claimed to, if she told anybody that she, you know, that person was going to kill themselves. And I could understand being that young and somebody saying, I'm going to do this to you and you better not tell, or I'm going to hurt myself. If this is a close family friend type of ordeal, of course you don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. And in your mind, being that young, I understood why she would have thought that that would be her fault. You deserve to go to hell and jail. You deserve it. And like I said, we can have the debate down below. I have no problems. Keep it respectful, but I have no problems. Moving on, she did get into cheerleading and all that good stuff, which in my mind, Keesha was supposed to be a cheerleader. Like, that's just what it is. That was her lane. Being a cheerleader or a sorority member, AKA or something, that was up her alley to me. In my mind, just looking at her, she's preppy, she's fun, she's upbeat. she seems to always be excited. So being an AKA or whatever and a cheerleader, her mom, you know, kind of hit some soft spots and, you know, made it real tough and real eye-opening, because with her being a mom and her being the parent that she is, her taking out loans and stuff just to make, you know, everything work and go for her, for Keesha, was like, damn, she's a good mom. Like, moms really do go overboard. Like, I'm a mom and I know you go overboard. Like, I haven't gotten to the point yet where I'm taking out loans and stuff, but I can't be against it. Like, I could well see myself taking out loans because my kids want to do this and my kids want to do that, and that's really their passion. Girl, I could see me selling a whole car to get that money for something my boys want to do. Like, her mom is a mom, period. Like, her mom did that. She paid them back. She's not in debt. That's just my assumption. She said she pulled out loans to have Keesha do the cheers and all that she did, the different teams and all that, and she had to pay people back and all that. Of course, the dad was being a dad. He got to shell out the money, but he needs to know what we shelling our money for. Like, what is this? Okay, well, she want to do this. Her grades better be good. Her dad was being a dad. And I could well see dad being dad, mom trying to be mom and friend. I could see that. Keesha's mom, just from her giving her side of the story, reminds me of my mom. I'm the youngest in my family, and my sisters and my brother were way older than me. Me and my brother are, I think, 6 years apart from each other. And by the time I got to middle school and all that, I was the only child in the house. They had already grew up, moved out, and was doing their own thing. So I was like the only child. And because my mom worked so much and all that, she tried to keep me involved in different things to keep me happy. So, and she, you know, no matter how much she put in the work, she still supported me and she still showed up. She still made it, you know, to be there for me because she knew that would make me happy. So I applaud Keesha's mom. Like, she is a real top-notch mother, period. It shocked me to know that Alexis has cerebral palsy. I think I'm saying that right, cerebral palsy. That shocked me. Like, and I know, you know, most illness or most disease, you can't see it written across their forehead. But nobody ever brought that up, so you would have never known. And with the parents dealing with Alexis' illness, which is Keesha's sister, the brother being the only boy, Keesha's doing cheer and being Miss America of the universe and all this good stuff, I know the parents had some tough times. I know the parents had some stressful times. I know when my baby, when I found out my son, my youngest boy, had epilepsy seizures. And I already had my big boy, I already had my oldest son. My baby boy was 2 years old, and I remember when he was diagnosed with epilepsy seizures. That completely turned my world upside down. I never seen a person have a seizure in my life. Nobody in my family ever had seizures. I was not prepared. I was not knowledgeable of it. I never understood. Y'all, me and my whole family got in the books, got on the internet, got into the epilepsy world. We had to learn about it because we didn't know nothing about seizures. And that flipped my family upside down. So imagine your child coming up with a disease or illness like Alexis. I know that flipped that whole house upside down. And that touched my heart too, because I was just like, what the world? Her doing the cheer and all that, like I said, that was up her alley. That seemed like it should have been her lane for the rest of her life. She should be a cheer coach or something. That fits Keesha and it suits her. And I don't know if that was her calling here on earth, but it was one of the talents that she could have kept pushing forward with. So the ending of the documentary was talking about her sexuality. I felt many kind of ways about this because it brought back my own memories. It brought back different scenarios that happened and all that type of stuff. But you guys, the sexuality part, like, it was almost like its own silent topic that should be talked about. I don't know, it brought back memories for me. It brought back memories for me. Like, okay, so anyways, so what she said was she was in sophomore when she had a girlfriend. I don't know if that was her very first girlfriend. I don't know if that's when she realized she started liking girls. A little bit of the documentary was like big chunks missing. It didn't really lead up to the next topic. It didn't lead up to what was, you know, what you would think would happen next. It was missing big chunks, and even though it's a documentary of her life, maybe, just maybe, hold on, because I know y'all about to come for me. I already know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Maybe, just maybe, even though it's a documentary of her life, where she comes from, how she grew up, the person she became today, just maybe,
Smidge a little bit.
she wanted to keep some things to herself. Just maybe, because like I said, there was some chunks. Now, when she said she was sophomore on the basketball team and she had a girlfriend, she was JV, and the girlfriend was on varsity type of ordeal. Her mom and them didn't know about her being a lesbian and all that stuff. It never said like when she first thought she liked girls, when she had her first girlfriend, how long did she hide it? Like, she never went to detail about it. And me being the nosy bitch that I am, I would want to know that. Like, I would want to know.
Well, when you felt like you liked girls, like,
So was a sophomore girl your first girlfriend? Like,
How long we were together, when this all took place and stuff. You know, I mean, that's just me. I'm nosy. I have a lot of questions when things are told to me. I don't really just too much have something to say back, but I have a whole lot of questions when, you know, you missing some pieces. I need those questions to be answered so I can feel the pieces. That's just me. But she said she was a sophomore when she had a girlfriend. She was JV and the girlfriend was varsity. Somehow, some way, she ended up at the school thinking she had a game, but she didn't have no game for JV. The girlfriend did have a game for varsity. One of the teammates called to see where their game was gonna be. Somehow, some way, the coaches for her level showed up and confronted her in front of everybody about, I'm assuming, trying to be hot mama and come visit the girlfriend instead of actually knowing she didn't have her game. Like, I didn't understand that part. That she, let's just keep it real. I didn't understand that part. I thought it was very messy, disrespectful, unprofessional of the coaches to come and confront her about not being who she used to be, not being what she used to be, but she's gay now and blah, 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 and talking about the girlfriends. She said it had nothing to do with it. For me, the story seems very confusing. That whole scene and that to put into the documentary, it was just, that didn't make sense to me. First of all, that ain't none of the coach's business to come in front of everybody and talk about what you doing, who you doing, and how you doing them in front of everybody. That ain't none of the coach's business. But there's somewhere in that little piece of story, there's a lot missing, because I don't understand why the coaches will go off that much. And you had a girlfriend, don't know how long you've been having a girlfriend. None of that little piece of story match. So whatever, okay? Like, I feel like if you were gonna tell that part, tell all of it, because that scene right there did not make sense. And that was the way your mom found out, because somehow, some way, your mom came back up there trying to help the situation of what the coaches was confronting you about, but your mama didn't know you was gay. And so when it was told, your mama was pissed pissed off and went ape crap crazy. Like, huh? What? I'm just gonna be real. I didn't understand that. I did not understand that part. And instantly I had a lot of questions, and I just, you know, put some of the questions there because I didn't understand it. That didn't make sense. Now, when the mom spoke about the situation of her being gay and having a girlfriend and all that stuff, she said that she was embarrassed, her feelings was hurt, she didn't believe it, and it was a phase.
Well, let me tell y'all something.
I've only been black all my life. I've only been black all my life. I've never been white, I've never been Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian. I've never been none of that. But I've been black all my life. And when the mom said to Keesha that it was a phase, me and my wife was like, God damn it, why is that all black people goddamn responses? Like, why every black mama, daddy, uncle, auntie, sister, or brother always say that's a goddamn phase? That'd be the first shit to say. And I tried my best not to cuss throughout this whole thing, but that'd be the first god dang on thing to say. It's phase. You know it's phase, right? You better get out this phase real fast. Like, I think that'd be the only thing I think that'd be the only thing y'all could come up with is say it as a phase. And I'm laughing at it, and I could say this because my mom said the same. My mom said the same thing. My mom said it was a phase too. And when Keesha Anderson mom said it, I was just like, Jesus, Lord, that's the only thing y'all could think of. That'd be the first thing y'all could think of. Now, granted, Keesha's was a phase at that time. Now, yes, she's with Jeremy and she has the beautiful twins and all that stuff, but I also had boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, boy. I've had the best of both worlds, as Keesha did. I don't know if that was Keesha's only relationship, but I had multiple female relationships as well as multiple male relationships. And I'm married to a woman now. So my mom said it was a phase too. And that person, that female, was the phase. That female was not who I was supposed to be with. That female was a phase. Maybe Keesha's was a phase at that time. I'm not saying her and Jeremy are gonna break up and she's gonna go be with women and all this good stuff, but you never know what God got in store for you. You never know how this book of your life was written out until, you know, you live it and you go through it. Like, I know there's gonna be a lot of comments down below, but I'm just saying, like, you don't know what's a phase and what's not unless it's a lesson after that phase that's been learned. With the mom saying it was a phase, it made me laugh, it made my wife laugh, because that seems to be the first thing black families say. So even though it built a wedge between them, because they both said that it built a wedge between them, which it does with a lot of families, they got back close. You know what I mean? They got back close and they, you know, picked up where they left off. Maybe it was after that phase. Maybe the mom, you know, slowly but surely started to accept it. You know, you never know, because that's really where it ended. Documentary part 1. It really ended with the mom saying that it didn't make her happy. She was embarrassed, she was upset, and all that stuff. I think in my mind, and I done had these type of subjects and topics and conversations before, I think in my mind, because I done played both sides of the world, if my kids were to come to me and tell me that, I don't think I would be upset, embarrassed, or anything, but that's because I played both sides. I can't say how you should feel if you never played both sides, if you only played one side. I don't know how to tell you to go about it, but me personally, I don't think I would be able to be mad, upset, disappointed in my kids. But my oldest boy, we have conversations and we talk a lot about mommy and what mommy used to do and what mommy did and how she used to live, and you know, what made mommy want to date a girl, what made mommy want to have kids, what made mommy want to leave daddy, you know, like they always say your first child is your best friend because y'all go through a lot together. And me and my oldest, that's my boy. Like, Yink, that's my dude. Like, we talk about a lot. And now that he's an actual preteen, y'all, that boy asks all kind of dang on questions. And some things I can explain to him, some things it's hard for me to explain to him. Like, just last night we were talking about credit. He didn't understand what credit mean, and I couldn't put it in a way for him to understand. So like I told him, since you can't understand it now, please know that throughout your life you will learn about it, because I'm gonna teach you that. But like, my baby asks a lot of questions and he don't hold back. He don't hold back nothing. So I don't think I could be mad at them if they wanted to, you know, be gay or test the water. I don't think I would be able to be mad because mommy did the same thing. So like I said, with her mom being married to a man and only been with a man, I can only guess and assume and, you know, respect the fact that that made her mad, that embarrassed her and all that good stuff. So that's really how it ended, but your girl still got questions behind it, so hopefully it picks up from that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully documentary part 2 picks up from the gay scene. But that was the end of the documentary, and I was just like, you gave enough. It wasn't juicy in the beginning for part 1, but you gave enough for us to be tuned in next week. At the end of the documentary, it just says part 2 coming next week. Girl, when is next week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I needed a date for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed a date. I'm gonna come back next week when I see it next week, and that's all I know. But one thing I can say, everybody in the YouTube community about to have a damn documentary. Everybody about to have a documentary. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I seen the trailer and seen like what was supposed to be going on and my assumptions and all that stuff, and then seeing part 1 and all that, I said, you know, everybody, as long as you still here on earth or whether you left, everybody had a story. Everybody has a story. And I even thought like, damn, when I hit 10K, can I do a documentary? Can I give y'all, you know, some parts to a documentary? Would y'all watch my I can't do it now because y'all don't even know who the hell I am. I can't do it now because y'all wouldn't even watch it. Y'all wouldn't even care. But when I hit 10K, 100K, I would have to do 10K because by the time 100K come, I'm going to be done forgot about the documentary. But look here, when I hit 10K, y'all think y'all going to want to, you know, get a piece of my story? Like, everybody got a story, and I think it's good if you're good at where you're standing and where you are at that moment, and you have like Keesha's secret. If you are over it and you learned how to forgive and get past that, you could tell a good story. You could tell a good story, and everybody has a story. Everybody got a testimony. So everybody in the damn community about to have a damn documentary. And I ain't gonna lie, I as soon as I seen the trailer and I showed my sister, I asked my sister, girl, I'm doing that. You think mine will be good? You think people watch my documentary? Because I got a story. I ain't have no messed up childhood or none of that type of stuff or whatever the case may be, but I got a god dang on story. I got a story. I got a story to tell, and because y'all really don't know who I am, y'all would be like, now what? For real? P? Like, for real. I have a story to tell. I can't be the only one. I know Keesha ain't the only one. And I know every dang on YouTuber about to have a documentary. They started when they seen that trailer. I promise you. They started when they seen that trailer. They called their videographer. They called their makeup artist. They called their editor. They called everybody that they know and can afford. And they put a conference together. They talked about it and already getting it started. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I'm here for all the documentaries, okay? That gives me more patent chats to talk about, because your girl is here to know about people's story. I love to hear people's stories, like for real. Especially if it's a real story. If it's a real life testimony, I'm here for it, girl. So you guys, let me know your thoughts down below. That was everything to part 1 and my thoughts on it. Y'all comment down below what you think. Have you seen it? Are you gonna watch it? Will you watch it? Are you the type of person that is gonna wait till all 3 documentaries are out to, you know, binge watch all 3? Just a common funny question of the day. If I did a documentary, would y'all watch it? Or should I say, if y'all want to see a documentary from your girl, 2020 is the year to get me to 10K, and y'all would get that documentary. And y'all would get the documentary, and I'm not playing. I'm not being fake. I'm not being phony. I'm not giving y'all a way to, you know, get me the subscribers. But y'all, for real, if y'all would like to see my life story, my testimony, the documentary that popped up in my head, y'all, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the pretty, people and all needs to be in this documentary. Needs to. My past, my exes, and all, that makes the documentary way more interesting, and it gives me the answers that I don't have. I could tell y'all my part, but wouldn't it be way more interesting if my first physical abusive relationship spoke? Wouldn't that be even better? Wouldn't that be something? If she spoke about the relationship? That's a shameless plug for what my documentary would be about. I'm just saying, y'all let your girl know. Comment down below, run up the comments. I won't turn them off. I mean, let go. And in the famous words of my loyal subscriber, y'all keep shining and y'all keep it pushing until I see you next time. I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the post notification bells. Oh, and let me know for part 2 of the documentary, would you guys like me to come back and talk about the documentary like this? Or would you guys like to see me beating my face and talking about part 2?